Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Um, an amazing recommendation in the comments. Somebody requested that I react to Dimash's The Incredible Story of Michael Jackson's poster. Um, so I guess this is not a music video. It's more about sort of the behind the scenes. I'm assuming. Um, of maybe how they're similar or something like that, but I'm just guessing. Without further ado, though, let's get started so I can actually know what this is about. Starting now.
Despite a challenging year, Dimash Kudaibergen once again touched the hearts of his fans in different parts of the world. The Kazakh artist is fated to be on the same level as international superstar Michael Jackson. The resemblance between the two superstars is uncanny. A fan of Dimash Kudaibergen in America had an amazing story. She used to work as a nurse and she had visited Michael Jackson's house once. He gave her a poster during her visit. The worldwide idol wrote the date and signed his autograph on the poster. For many years, Sylvia Sandoval has kept the priceless treasure. Her life was gradually fading as her age catches up with her. She was feeling down and kept thinking about the worst things that might happen to her. But one day, quite by accident, she heard the voice of the young artist from Kazakhstan. She says that he reminded her so much of Michael Jackson.
I kept hearing his music, his songs, and I said, oh my God, he reminds me so much of Michael. You know, his persona, his attitude, his perception, everything was like so much like Michael. And he even talked like Michael.
He does look a lot like Michael Jackson, especially in that video that he did. When I've Got You, he looked exactly like Michael Jackson in that video. The hair, all black. That was a stunning performance. I love that song. By the way, it's been added to my playlist, but I can definitely see the resemblance.
So soft, so calm. And so, you know, I couldn't afford to go fly over there to his concerts. So I said, I'm going to just pray, you know, that one day I will hear him in person. He came about maybe 2 years later, is it? And he came to California, and I went, oh my God! Well, I joined the club. I joined his to be a deer, and so I knew he was coming, and I said, I have to do something for him. I said, you know, I know he loves Michael so much, and I'm old, and I will never sell my Michael's poster. I will never, and who knows if my kids would throw it away. You know, you don't know. Yeah. So I said, should I give this to him? And so I talked to my friend and I said, should I give this to him? And everybody said, yes, give it to him.
Sylvia is 74 years old. She walks very slowly. One day she was walking with a friend along Hollywood Boulevard and they went into a cafe nearby. Then they saw Dimash, their favorite singer, walking past the window. At that
Prayer answered. Wow.
moment, Sylvia realized that she had to do something urgently.
We stopped at Starbucks, my friend and I, to have coffee. And then my friend went inside to get the coffee. And because I can't run with my legs, he was walking so fast. And I was like, oh my God, so she came on. I said, go get him, go get him. So anyway, she ran after him and then she brought him back. She told him, you know, there's a lady, a deer who she's older. She can't walk that far. So he goes, oh no, I will go, he told her. So he came to me.
That is so sweet. You know, despite the fact that he's a star, not having an ego and being down to earth and humble is the key. And He truly displayed that by actually going to her instead of having her come to him and actually making the time to go to her. That's incredible.
Me and we had a nice little chat, and I thought, what a gift from God he is. He's so gentle as a lamb, and he was so kind and so sincere. And I said, if I have a grandson, I want him to be like him, you know. So anyway, I told him, Dimash, I have a poster for you. I said, oh my God, what? I cannot tell you what went through my body, just like chills and electrodes and so I said, oh my dear God, Michael, you want him to have it. I know you do. Or I wouldn't have even thought of it. So, my kid said, Mom, are you sure you want to give it to him? I said, yes, because he was born on that day.
Sylvia says that she didn't remember the exact date on the poster until she handed it over to Dimash. The only thing she remembers is that Michael Jackson presented the poster to her at his Neverland Ranch 2 days before his wedding to Lisa Marie Presley.
It's so funny because when we got there, he was so nervous. I could see he was nervous. And his father and Erlan, they were like, it's just a poster. So anyway, I said, he goes, we want to take you to eat dinner. So I said, can I show you the poster and explain it to you first? So we did. And I showed him and I explained to him how Michael gave me that poster. And when he took it out of the frame, how he ripped the bottom, and Michael put his little initials that he never uses. That was his private initial. So he just signed it. So anyway, he said, I told him, this is torn, Dimash. Michael tore it, but I brought Scotch tape. No. I went like this, Michael tear it. I don't know how to explain this to you, Dimash, but turn the poster around and look at the back. So he looked at the date and he was like, oh my God. And Kanat started crying, and I was holding Kanat, and we were all crying, and it was just, I knew I did the right thing when I gave it to him. And I said, please take care of it. I took care of this for 24 years. I said, and now I want you to take care of it, because he told me you could sell and get money.
I can see why this was so special to him, because you guys mentioned that one of his two idols is Michael Jackson. So what a surreal moment that must have been for him to accept that.
Okay, give it back. He goes, no. I think the strangest thing is that when Michael rolled up the poster, he rolled it up. And then he said, if you ever need to give this away, give it to someone who loves me.
Wow.
And I did. I gave it to someone who loves him. And it's like Michael knew one day I would have to give it away. And it's just amazing.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said you're taking? What about killing fear instead of time? What about all the things that you said to yourself? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice the crying has been weeping shores?
The fact that she said that Michael Jackson knew that at some point she'll have to give the poster away is giving me goosebumps. Like he knew, and who more deserving than Dimash, right? In the sense that this guy literally looks up to Michael Jackson. it's like in the best hands possible, you can say. Um, I'm sure this is a moment that he's never gonna forget in his life, and a moment that she's never gonna forget in her life. And Michael Jackson's probably smiling up there because he knows it's in the best hands now. Um, you know, being humble, no matter how rich you become or how big you become of a superstar or a musician, is so beautiful, because that's what helps you succeed even more, by being that way, by not losing sight of that. um, and I'm sure that's why, Dimash is all the success that he does have, because he's extremely kind and considerate and respectful. um, Thank you to the person who recommended this video to me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. It was very humbling to watch it as well. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next reaction. Take care of yourselves. Bye.